Hi, this is Rabbi Andy from Temple Emmanuel in Greensboro, North Carolina, with the fifth of this year's Pearls of Elul. I'm in our main sanctuary because we're getting ready for Shabbat services tonight. Maybe we'll see you here, or maybe we'll see you on our live stream. I'm just going to put the shofar over here for right now, because as we've been examining stories that come from the Hebrew Bible, examples of change, of tshuva, of repentance, the one that I want to focus on today, that again on the high holidays we don't necessarily reference, but the one that I want to focus on today is the story of Joseph and his brothers. And I think this is a very well-known story. This is Joseph, who has a bit of an ego himself, and the brothers don't get along with him, and they'll do terrible thing to him by almost killing him, but selling him off to slavery. Joseph will rise to prominence in the land of Egypt. The brothers will wind up coming to the land of Egypt. Joseph looks very different. He sounds very different. Of course, his station in life is very different. And he sees them, and what he does to them at that point is he puts them to the test and wonders if they will act with his younger brother Benjamin, with their youngest brother Benjamin now, the same way that they acted with him. Now, in order to get the fullness of the story, you're going to have to go to Genesis chapter 44 and Genesis chapter 45. We'll give you a link to that. Today we won't put the entire text in, but you can take a look at that story, and you'll see how in this case, instead of abandoning their brother, instead of throwing their brother under the bus or proverbially into the pit, what they wind up doing is standing up on his behalf, on behalf of Benjamin, even going to the extent of saying, "Take us instead of him. Take us and do with us as you see fit." But we can't put our father through what he's already been through in his life. Of course, they don't know that they're talking to Joseph. Joseph knows about them. And shortly after this episode takes place, that's when Joseph will just break down and finally reveal himself to his brothers in a moment of incredible reconciliation. So I want to use that as our example, because our tradition teaches that very often we can tell, up and beyond saying we're sorry, we can tell if we've truly learned our lesson. If confronted with a similar situation at another time, we act differently. And I think that was the case for Joseph's brothers. Maybe that's happened in your life. Maybe that's something that you want to reflect on. If you want to ever talk about it with me, please do so. If you want to write that and maybe put it into the comments section, or just give a thumbs up like, "Hey, I can relate," go ahead and do that also. But again, part of what this time of the year gives us is the opportunity to reflect on what we've done. Maybe at this point to say, where have I in my life, in confronting a similar situation where I did wrong, where have I learned that lesson and done differently? We see it in the example of Joseph's brothers. And ultimately, what does it provide for them? Reconciliation on the family and also on the peoplehood level. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you real soon. Take care and Shabbat Shalom.